Welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to episode 7 of our Crackpack modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, last episode, we spent some time getting some things together for moving, like the RF storage and whatnot. Since last episode, I've been quite busy. I went and found a division sigil, and I've set up a spot here for our sacrifice, because there's actually still a few things I realized I kind of needed after last episode that would really help us out, and I figured why not. So we're going to get some things today that are going to help us both with building and with oh shit, those beetles. I've just started running into those. I've actually killed a few of them. They tend to drop these big like nether brick structures here, and if you notice, we have diamond swords and golden apples in there, so definitely worth killing, and they're not too bad with this new crossbow that I made. So I'll show you here in a second how we made the crossbow. And I also made oh, you know what, shoot, I made an excavator, but I left it in there charging up, and so we don't have that at the moment. So actually, okay, it's time to make the sacrifice, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. So we've got our sacrifice. We have our division sigil. We'll get the hell out of here and go get our excavator really quick, and then we'll come back and get some cursed earth. So I've got my chocobo in here. It just makes it a little bit easier, you know, to have him in that golden lasso so that we can kind of transport him around, keep him on us. Plus, he was actually smashing my plants over here, if you notice. So let's come in for a landing here. And let's grab that excavator really quickly. If you notice, I've been cleaning up a lot in here. So let's go with that. And let me actually throw, I don't know why I'm throwing it in there, but we'll throw this stuff into here for right now. Okay, and I've also been getting those dark iron ingots right here. They've been dropping off the mini boss, not the trees and the bugs, but the name zombies have been dropping them. I've killed one of them prior, and I didn't notice him drop one, but it's very possible that I might have just, it was right down there, so it may have gotten like washed away, or there's no telling. So alright, so let's do this. I have to try to get up in there. Alright. This is going to be fun times. Oh my gosh. So many mobs. I love cursed earth though, because we're actually going to be using this possibly next episode. So I wanted to, I don't want that, that's for sure. There's just a mess of items on the ground here. Okay. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh my god, he's so fast. Okay, there we go. Okay. Get a bit more of this. Alright. I love these crossbows. Oh, that's a boss. That's two. Oh my god. Well, so much for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and we'll run back over there and hopefully by that time, well, shit, I just thought of all that stuff's going to catch on fire. Well, I think most of the items are on just standard dirt and not cursed earth. So I'll be right back. I'm going to make my way over there, and then I'll come back once we get to that area. Okay, welcome back. I know there's a big fire going on right here. It burnt down that tree and all kinds of stuff. But where we died is right over there. So it should be fairly safe. We'll grab all this stuff up really quickly. And I think... seems like most of the mobs like just moseyed on about their business. So we got 44 cursed earth. That's not terrible. We might still be able to get a little bit, perhaps. Throw on all this armor. I don't know if the mobs burn up. I'm not used to those mini bosses burning up. Looks like there's some on the map over there. I don't know if that's them. Let's put this. And our excavator. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab some more cursed earth really quick. Oh yeah, I've got this. I don't know why. I keep forgetting that I've got it. Okay. Oh yeah, there's still quite a bit of cursed earth here. Alright. I think we are all set up on it. Which, by the way, this excavator's got silk touch on it. So that's why I can pick up the grass and the cursed earth and stuff. Alright. I don't know what that was. So I'm going to throw all this into here. Osmium sword. Beans? Okay. Throw those in there too. And we'll get our enchantment table back. Okay. And there we go. And we will throw... If you notice, I went and I mined up a bunch of abyssal stone. Because I'm not entirely sure if we're going to use it in the build or not. I'm still debating on that, but I figured I'd go ahead and grab it up. And I also found some of this magical chalk as well. So, definitely a nice find. We'll get into runic dungeons at some point and have some fun with those. I don't really want those things. Just want that. Okay. Yeah, it's like all filled up. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. So we'll head on back. So we've got our division sigil now, which is wonderful. Oh, this chocobo. Okay. I had a suggestion about making, just setting up like a server or something, just to have it run the game, and I might actually do that. So that way it'll help us with the performance and everything. But if you notice, I've got most everything in here. I've been just kind of filling it up and stuff with just assorted junk. So, alright, so we got our division sigil. Now the main reason that I wanted this was we are going to make a builder's wand. And originally I was actually thinking about taking on the Wither this episode, and then I was like, oh wait a second, our armor's like crap right now, so I'm not gonna do that. By the way, this shovel is just cobalt head with a manual and rod. and then paper on the binding and plate, and then I've put flux on it, and I've put silk touch, and that's been it so far. The crossbow is, I did add one extra modifier on there, the gold block and the diamond, just to give us space. I didn't leave space for lapis when I originally set it up, so I was like, oh yeah, I really need that. Plus I wanted the draw speed up. I did actually try it with Signalum in a creative world, and I actually made some Signalum on here, and then I was like, well, let me go test it in the creative world. And Signalum is not as powerful as it used to be, or something. It may not be updated, or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if they changed it, but in this pack, as it is, Signalum does not work like a super fast crossbow like I'm used to. So what I ended up going with, the best thing I could find, was I used an Enderium for the limb, which I just created that in the alloy smelter with the Enderium base method, and then do the Pyrotheum and the Ender Pearls after that. And then the body is Thaumium, the string is of course flame string from the spiders in the nether, and then the binding is paper. So it does pretty good damage right now, and it's only, the draw speed's only 1.1 second, and I've still got a few more modifiers that I can add later on. So I've added 4 modifiers of redstone, 1 flux, and 1 lapis. And then the bolts that I'm using are these right here. I haven't put any additional modifiers on there, just the 2 initial ones. I did a quartz and a moss. So, and as it stands right now, 17.5 hearts. Now I know the tree guys out there, it does 25 to them, but it's a manual and tip. Oh, whoops, manual and tip with manual and tip on a steel rod, and the slime leaf fletching is what I'm using. So that's what that is. And as you notice, it did alright out there. Even the mini bosses and stuff, it generally does pretty good on. Those 2 that came out of there, I don't know what was up, because I just killed a few of them, like a couple of them, because I got the dark steel ingots, that those 2 came out and just bodied the hell out of me. So but let's take a look here. We are going to make the builder's wand, so fun stuff. And if you notice, we need just 1 obsidian and an unstable ingot. So let's grab ourselves a diamond and iron, which, by the way, I did an absolute ton of mining, didn't find a single diamond the whole time that I was down there. So fun stuff. Alright. And of course, if you're using these unstable ingots, just be careful, because if you don't use them fast enough, they are going to explode on you. So just a heads up on that. If you notice they're changing colors, you don't want them to start like flashing, because that means they're going to blow up. But basically, if you notice, we get a little thing here on screen. It means we can build this out as long as we have the items in our inventory, in this case cobblestone, and it makes building much quicker. And we'll also use the division sigil fairly soon, maybe make ourselves an angel ring and some different things. So the next thing that I want to cover for helping us transport things to the base is another mechanism mechanic. And if we pull up mechanism here, I'm wanting to make, actually I'll tell you what, let's look it up on here then. We're going to make a teleporter today. Just this, because there's actually a trick. If you set up the frame and stuff, it's nice. It works like a nether portal. But there's a trick that you can do with just the teleporter block, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll need a bit of steel. Now it's possible that I don't have enough steel. It's a possibility. Yes. May have to get some cooking. That's fine. It's not really an issue. I believe I can make it... I don't know if I can make it in the alloy smelter. I know sometimes you can, depending on what all's in the pack. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, but I can make it with mechanism, so we'll do that, I think. Actually, let me cut camera for just a second, because it will take me a second to get this steel made, and I'll be back once that's done, and we'll get moving forward with this. Okay, welcome back. I actually had to go mining because I realized that I didn't have all the diamonds that I needed. So I only had half of them. So now we've got all of them. Actually, let's go ahead and get this sag milling. They won't sag mill. Okay. So let's see. I know the obsidian did, so we'll probably have to actually make a crusher. I'm betting. Compressed diamond. No, we need the diamond dust. So yeah. I'll tell you what. We could use the pulverizers. Let's do that. We'll just do that. Because we've got these pulverizers up here. Yeah. We'll do that and let those pulverize up, because I don't think they're going to be able to be sent anywhere. Okay. And then the rest of the stuff I'm just going to throw in here to get this out of our way. I've actually got the alloy smelter turned off right now, if you notice, because I was when I was making signalum earlier. Yeah, an enderium. Did I already put the signalum in here? I think so. Yeah. So this is about done. I'll tell you what. Let me actually turn this back off now. There we go. So we'll let it cook up our steel. And then I've already got our obsidian pulverized, because we're also going to need that for this teleporter. These teleportation cores, these are the most expensive things. We're going to need this atomic alloy. And it's reinforced alloy with refined obsidian ran through it. And to get that, we're going to have to use enriched alloys with diamond dust, which of course is iron and redstone. Let's actually get ourselves like 8 of these and 8 of those. And we'll run this through there. And let's go check on our diamond dust. And there's also a couple other items. It's one of the reasons I brought you guys back early, was because there's a couple other items that we could really benefit from, as far as, you know, building our base and whatnot, especially starting out. So the first of those, really nice item actually. Let's get a couple dandelions and get those. Oh, we can't sag mill them. Okay, well that's fine. I'll just do that. Actually, I think I only need one of those. And then we'll need just a little bit of string. I think I got more. Yeah, I got more in here. And then just a bit of iron. And we'll get this crafted really quick. Oh, is that not? Is it 8 string? Let's look it up here. For the real, okay, it is 8 string. I was close. I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay. And then iron around that will get you the tape measure. And this is nice because you can measure blocks, you can see the distance in a direction. You can see the distance diagonally in both, the north and south and the east and west directions. It's just really, really nice item to get. So we've got this. So what we're going to do is we're going to run these through. Actually, I need 4 of them. Yeah, just 4 of them. So maybe no, I didn't have enough diamonds. I know I didn't. Let me see. We'll need 2 for that. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe I'm just crazy. Okay. And then... but anyway, the tape measure, really, really nice item. Definitely worth making if you're, building out a base, especially if you're really particular about it, like I tend to be. And we're going to need a bit of gold. We're going to need a bit of lapis. And some other things. That's what we're going to need. Let's see, we've got those. Our energy tablets, redstone. And we'll need, 8 of that. So let's go ahead and get these made. And then now we just need a couple, mainly just a couple. Oh yeah, we needed diamonds for... Shoot. Oh, that's right. I was about to say, I didn't compress all my diamonds, did I? I didn't. Okay. I got really, really worried there for a second. So we got our reinforced alloy, and we're just going to put it back in here, and this time with some obsidian. Oh, man. Oh, no, that's right. That's what I need the obsidian for, or the other diamonds. You have to run diamonds through this obsidian to get your refined obsidian. I almost died there for a second, because I don't think I have any more. I have 1 obsidian left. That would not be fun. So that's going to get us this refined obsidian. And that's the last major thing that we're going to need for this. So our steel casings, of course, just osmium and glass. So let's grab a bit of that. And a bit of osmium. Get these made. And I'm going to throw this steel and refined iron back in there. This osmium, all that good stuff. We've got our control circuits, which I'm kind of surprised these only take basic control circuits. I would think they'd be a little bit more expensive, but we'll throw that in there. And finally we'll get our last alloy mixture that we need. And while that's cooking up, another block that I want to make, actually, takes 1 piece of obsidian. And I did do that on purpose, by the way, because I hate mining obsidian. I need to make a hammer fairly soon. Oh, I know I need feathers as well. Like 2 feathers. I need to make me a hammer fairly soon. But I just haven't gotten around to it. Because I want to make a good one when I do it, and I just I haven't made up all the materials yet for that. And of course the angel block, you can just look anywhere and throw it. It doesn't have to attach to a block. It also breaks instantly and immediately goes into your inventory. So really, really nice if you plan on building in the sky or above water or anything like that. Very, very helpful. Or just in the middle of water. All around really nice block to get. And the last major thing, we'll put these in here for right now, and that the last really major thing that I want to get is this enhanced building guide. A couple ender pearls, torch, and redstone. So let's get that. Just really, really quickly. And this thing, I absolutely love this thing. If you're going to build any kind of like standard shapes, I definitely suggest this. Because, for example, where do I want to put this out at? I guess up here, maybe? So it looks like we've got some creepers out here somewhere, according to the map. Maybe not. Okay, but let's say... grab a redstone torch, actually. Or, you know what, I'll just make a lever. That's just as well. We'll set it right here, and we'll put, just put the lever right here. If you turn on the lever, you'll notice that there are blocks all around us, and we can adjust the size of this, make it larger, smaller, taller, deeper, all that. And then if you want to go out, you know, to the, what is this, the north and south, you'd click here, and then east and west, you click over here. And then you can change the shape just by clicking these little arrows. There's axis mode, octagon, hexagon, pentagon, triangle, dome, which dome's actually kind of cool because it's just above us there. Full cuboid, cuboid, cylinder, sphere, planes, and then back to axis. So, for example, if we wanted to make, say, a dome, let's just build a dome. So I'm kind of, let me actually decrease the size here just a little bit. This is just a demonstration. I don't want cobblestone all over my farms and stuff. Okay, so we'll drop this down. And, okay, that's what we're going to build. And so we can take any block that we want to and just right-click on this. And if you notice it stopped making those little particle effects, that means it's done. So it's going to consume the block from your inventory, but it's going to build your, there we go, your structure. So really, really nice. Keeps you from having to manually build out like just generic shapes and stuff. So if you plan on using any, I'm planning on using some for just the base outline, and then we'll build out from there and stuff. But the design I have, I hope you guys like it. It's a combination of, it's bringing kind of the magic and the tech from Crackpack together, and once it's all done, I think it's going to be really, really cool. I'm actually super excited to start building it. And sorry we've done a couple episodes here covering like building prep stuff, but we've done some neat things, I think, in those episodes. I think personally, anyway. So, but we have the items now to make this, so we'll have to grab a couple gold, won't we? Like 4 pieces. And we're gonna need just 2 of these, and then we'll make our teleporter and our portable teleporter, which doesn't want to shift click in there for some reason. There you go. And just make sure and right click it, and it'll say, now at the bottom it says mechanism, you now own this item. So if you look, the owner is now me, Vincent Leroux. And we are going to, I believe we can charge this in here, but I'm not entirely for sure on that. Okay, we can. So that's great. So we're going to start charging that up, and just for demonstration purposes, let's see. We've got some energy conduit here. Let's just run this out to there. And we'll just set, for right now, we'll just set our teleporter up right here. So, of course, that's not where it's going to permanently be. But if you notice, it's starting to build up a buffer of RF power. And we can see it right over here, how much it's building up. And this is charged. So we'll go ahead and grab that. But what we can do, we can set this to public or private. I'm just going to leave it on public. It really doesn't matter since it's a single-player world. And you can actually set your tablet in here somewhere. Or maybe it has to be with the frame and the whole full setup. So, but we'll go ahead and set a frequency. How far does it go? Really, really far? Okay. We're just going to set it as frequency 1. And if we right click with this, you'll notice that it comes up. Now normally this wouldn't work. You know, to make the thing actually teleport you from teleporter to teleporter, you have to have the full frame. But if you have the portable teleporter, you don't need the full frame, you just need the teleporter block. And so we can select this and set it and teleport, and here we are. And the nice thing about this is it actually covers really big distances, like infinite, as long as there's power. Now granted, this portable, I don't know if they fixed it. I know there for a while it only took so much power and it was kind of bugged. I'm not entirely sure if it's fixed in this version, but the way it's supposed to work is it's supposed to cost more the farther that you teleport. So I'm sure I'll find out once I actually get it set up where we're going to be going and everything. But for right now, I don't know. So my plan is I'm going to get some more stuff together. I'm going to set up one teleporter here, one teleporter over there, and just like a basic power system over there. Maybe just a couple windmills or something to get us going. And that way I'll be able to teleport back and forth. And also this thing will work across dimensions as well. So, you know, we'll probably set one up in like the nether somewhere. We'll set up a little nether base. Whenever we go to the Twilight Forest, I'm sure we'll set one up there. Also, you know, the Inn, the Last Millennium, things like that. We'll set up little teleporters there. And if you notice, it takes, well, it's still charging up, but it does take power from this block as well based on the distance, assuming that that's fixed in this pack. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Make sure that that block's powered. And, yeah, pretty easy to set up. Pretty cheap for a cross-dimension teleporter. Now, if you wanted to set it up like a nether portal where you step into it and it teleports you, you can do that, but you do have to make these frames and make it in basically the same shape, but you have to do a full shape around it. I believe it's a 4 high and 3 wide. So, you know, it's not quite as wide as our nether portals, but, you know, it's just one width for the player to step through. And if you make a craft of this teleporter frame, it does make enough frames for you to make the full portal. But it takes these refined obsidian ingots, which is refined obsidian mixed with osmium. Not too bad, but you are going to need 8 of those, so 8 diamonds. And then you're also going to need just a glowstone ingot, which is fairly easy to make. But you do have to make the compressor for that. Nothing too crazy to make that, though. So I do believe that's all that I was wanting to cover this episode. If you guys have any questions, by the way, these ender pearls have been coming in. And funny story, this one and this one actually just came in before the episode, so kind of nice. Tell you what, I'm actually not going to replant these because I know I'm just going to end up breaking them before I get them, before they grow. So, oh, one of those wasn't even growing, was it? Well, that's okay. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode there. If you enjoyed it, as always, please comment, like, subscribe. As soon as, you know, as soon as I finish this episode, I'm going to go ahead and start building out the base. So next episode, we will be at the new base. Now, I'm not going to say for sure that it's going to be really well built out or anything. It may just be flat. But we'll be over there at least. And I will say that I'm really excited about this base. Like, basically, this pack and Infotech are my two, like, the two that I'm most excited to build on. Because I have really, really cool ideas for them, and, you know, there's a lot to it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, anyway, I hope you guys join me for next episode, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope this series is helping you, or you're at least finding it enjoying and everything. I'm personally really enjoying this series a lot, and definitely looking forward to doing next episode. So, but I want to get the base build. Originally, I was thinking about actually doing a bonus episode for the day this comes out, but I need to spend all that time building and whatnot, because I'm kind of stretched as far as getting this started and everything. I want to get this going, and I'm really excited to start building this. So, but yeah, I'll quit rambling. Oh, also one other thing before I forget. I forgot, because I was gonna say at the beginning of the episode when we were doing that ritual and everything, and MC Dodge informed me. I'm not used to using FTB utilities for claiming chunks, because up until recently when I started doing these videos, I was generally playing on just public servers, and of course they didn't allow that. But we can actually just claim our chunks and load them with FTB utilities. So if you just click right here, claim chunks, I don't want that one. If you left click a spot, it's going to claim it, and you notice down here we have 10 out of 1,000 now. You can right click to remove it, and then if you claim a chunk and then control left click a chunk, it's going to chunk load it. And if you notice, we can load up to 50 chunks with this method. So really nice, and you know, it's not anything that we have to grind up to get as far as a chunk loader. Now I'm assuming that, you know, if we load those 50 chunks and we still wanted more, which I don't see why we would need that many chunks loaded, unless our base was just really expansive with important machines everywhere. You know, there's those craftable chunk loaders as well, but I think those 50 will be fine for us. So, but yeah, I want to give you guys a heads up on that, and thank you MC Dodge for that, as well as all the good input that you've been giving as the series has been going on. And like I said, I may end up setting this up as a server, so that you know, once we start getting bigger builds, MC Dodge suggested that, and I may end up doing that, so we have a little bit better performance. But yeah, so I hope you guys join me for next episode. Sorry about all the rambling, and thank you guys again for everybody that's been, you know, commenting and watching and supporting and everything. You guys are awesome, and like I said, I'm really enjoying this episode, and I'm excited to keep doing it. So until next episode, though, do take care, and I hope to see you then.